Hi guys, Tom here and welcome back to episode 9 of the Rangers Revival. In today's episode we have a game against table-topping Inverness Caledonian Thistle, and it's been pretty good so far for us, with life back in the top flight of Scottish football. Before the season started, the board were hoping that we could qualify for the Europa League. And, you know, we aren't in those positions at the moment, although we're only 5 games in, but we are in the kind of area we want to be in the league table. Now, looking at the league table, as you can see, we're sitting in 5th on 8 points. And I think the key thing that I just want to mention, because it might not be the case for the rest of the season, but we're above Celtic. They're on 7 points. They've lost 2 games already. We've only lost the 1, and we're a point above them and 2 places above them. That's nice. I bet in real life the Rangers fans would be loving that after 5 games into the season. But yes, we're back up here. As you will know, the game we lost was that 1-0 away at Aberdeen in the first game in the season, which you saw live. Since then, it's been pretty decent. We haven't been extraordinary, but we're unbeaten in all competitions. We followed up the Aberdeen game with a home game against Dundee. Now, Dundee actually came 3rd in the league last year, so they weren't going to be easy, but we got the 1-0 win, and as you can see, it was Ryan Hardy who got the goal. Now, I was impressed. I'm happy he got the goal. I was really happy for the lad. Thought maybe he could finally kick on and become more of a key player for us. Unfortunately, he broke his ankle in that game and he's out for 9 more weeks. So that's not too good. But hopefully that won't stunt his progress too much. Following on from that was another home game against Hamilton Academical. Nothing really to talk about here. It's a 0-0 draw. We edged it, but as you can see, 11 shots, but only 2 on target. With shooting accuracy like that, you don't really deserve to win. And it ended 0-0. Afterwards, there was a game against Hibernian, who were actually above us in the league at that point. Now, obviously, Hibernian came up with us from the Championship last season, and we went to their place and we beat them 2-1. We went 1-0 down through a Lewis Stevenson goal, but we came back. Rob Kiernan getting a goal, and Gideon Zelalem on his last season with the club, probably because he's only on loan. He got a goal as well, his first of the season, just after half time. As you can see from these stats, in terms of shots and shots on target, we outdid them. Possession we didn't really do a lot of, but at the end of the day, we got the road at Easter Road. We got the win at Easter Road Stadium, and got the victory, which is the important thing at the end of the day. Following on, Queen of the South. They caused me issues last year, and we came up. I thought, yes, at least don't have to play Queen of the South anymore. But we got them in the cup, and we scraped through at home on penalties. Now, as you can see, Jason Cummings scored in the 22nd minute. Before they equalised for a Harry Cardwell goal, and Jason Cummings actually missed a penalty in the 42nd. Now that meant it went all the way to extra time, all the way to penalties, and eventually we beat them 7-6 on penalties. Aird missing for us, but Lang and Jacobs missing for them. Thankfully for us, Tavernier, Taylor, Holt, Waghorn, Wilson, Kiernan and Elderson all converted their penalties, which meant we went through as opposed to them, which gives us Inverness in the next round, actually, in the Scottish League Cup 3rd round, and the board actually want us to get to the semi-final of that, so hopefully we can then beat Inverness today, give us an idea of what kind of team they are, and we can beat them again in the cup. But finally, the last game that's been played off camera was a 2-2 draw against Ross County. Now I'm going to show you Waghorn's goal in this one because it was a pretty nice effort. But as you can see, James before they equalised through Liam Boyce, and then Waghorn scored a lovely goal which I thought was going to win us the game. Unfortunately, Craig Curran had other ideas and equalised 4 minutes later, and the game did finish 2-2, which was disappointing. I felt like we did enough to win the game. But this goal from Waghorn was just beautiful. Mackay plays it out to him, takes a touch and just bends it round the keeper. Lovely goal from Waghorn. Came 2nd in goal of the month, and it was enough to secure us a point. Now then, probably wondering about transfers because the transfer window has shut now. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do any more business. I was looking at players. You'd suggested, but I can't buy everyone that you suggest because I don't have the transfer budget for it. So I was looking to loan signings. I tried to bring in Libor Kozak as a backup striker. Didn't happen. Tried to bring on Djilabodji from Chelsea, the centre back. He got a work permit rejected. They even tried to bring on Andros Townsend on loan, but he rejected us, unfortunately. Which means, you know, we've got to make do with the squad we have, but we have got a little bit of an injury crisis. Now, Foderingham himself isn't injured, but he is prone to the odd injury I found last season. He dislocated his shoulder. Unfortunately, that meant that... Well, that doesn't mean anything, to be honest. But unfortunately, Robbie McCrory got injured. He broke his leg in training, so he's out for 6 months. So I called up... I had to recall Liam Kelly from his loan deal, and he slipped a disc, so he's out for 3 months. And that one happened just after transfer window closed, so I couldn't even recall Paul Watt from his loan deal. I can't get him back, so we're without a backup goalkeeper. I mean, the game's put in this greyed out keeper who's terrible, called Michael Ross. But other than that, it's a little bit disappointing that we've got so many injuries. Now, Mullin is also out injured. He's pulled his hamstring, but other than that, and Hardy, we're looking okay in the injury department. I just hope that Wesley Foderingham does not get injured, because that would probably, well, if it's a long-term injury, it fucks our season right up, to be honest. Anyway, that's enough chat. We've got a big game against Inverness to play. Here is our new tactic. I will go for it a little bit more in a moment. Unfortunately for us, Zalem isn't fit for this game in the slightest after the international break, so he has got to miss out altogether. Now, this is the tactic I've been using on my offline save with PAOK, which is why it says that up there. And this is one we've been getting results with. Now, it didn't mean that Taylor's right midfield role kind of was redundant, so I've actually put Tavernier on the right wing, and he's doing a good job there. So it may be a strange choice, but he's doing a job for us. But the lineup we're going with is Foderingham in goal, Elderson, Wilson, Kiernan and Taylor in defence, midfield trio of Cool, Holt and Mallon, with Sibbald and Tavernier on the wings and Jason Cummings up front. Hopefully he can find his goal scoring form that he had last year, because really we need someone to step up and start scoring the goals. Anyway, let's proceed on into this match. It's a difficult fixture for us. It's a we can get a win. I'd like even very least a draw would be a good result away from home. Now, as you can see, we're only 1 point off third anyway, and only 3 points off top table, but really third is my aim for this season. So they're playing, it kind of looks like a formation to counteract ours, but I feel like ours is a bit more conservative in the shape. So hopefully that midfield three won't do too much damage to us, but I am going to focus a little bit of attention on who I reckon will probably be their main playmaker due to the position he's playing him in, Liam Polworth. And I'm going to have to keep an eye on Adam King and Greg Tansey as well to see how much passing they're getting to them, because if they can't get the ball to Polworth, they may look to one of the further back playmakers and utilise them to try and get a foothold in the game. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we can get a decent team talk going. It's not terrible. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Okay, and we will also change that back to 2D Classic and start the match. Okay, so we are kicking from left to right in our... No, we're not. We're kicking from right to left in our purple kit. That threw me then, because they're playing in the same colours we play in when we're at home. 10 minutes in, Inverness bossing possession, to say the very least, but we've had a shot on target. It'll be probably just my luck for this game to be completely non-eventful, as most live comms seem to be for us, and half an hour gone, and we've not had any chances. But here is one now. Taylor into Cool, up to Mallon. Don't lose the ball. We've got Holt now. Look at the run from Cummings. Okay, that's a beautiful... Oh, shit. I feel like he should do better than. There's a clear-cut chance. But we've had the first opportunity of the game. Unfortunately, Cummings hasn't found his form yet this year. Couldn't convert that. And we've got a few poor performers in our attacking third, so we're going to have to look to change some things. First up, I'm going to tell them they've not been good enough. That should get a good reaction. It does. Unfortunately, Sybil's lost a bit of confidence, but we'll leave him be. In terms of Inverness, let's see if anyone's doing any damage. Completed and key. So it is Adam King and Greg Tansey are doing getting a lot of the ball. Polworth is getting a lot of the ball, so Unfortunately, what I asked my players to do doesn't seem to have had much of an effect. So I'm going to actually try and close down King a bit more. I'm going to leave Tansy be. That's not actually, that's not true. I'm going to do something to Tansy, but I'm not going to close him down specifically. I'm just going to tackle him a bit harder and up the closing down of the team as a whole. Up it to more, and we're also going to remove work ball into box and go a little bit more direct. Now in terms of our lads, who are we getting many key passes going? They are around this area, but we'll have to leave that for now. But so we've only had 3. Maybe we could do to our work ball into box option. So we've taken that off now, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, hopefully those changes might be able to just swing the game in our favour, because it's finally poised at the moment. Looking at it, we're not getting a lot of the ball. I'm debating whether to go counter and invite them onto us a little bit, and just get the ball up wide, clear the ball to the flanks, utilise our wingers, and get the crosses into the box. I think I'm going to try that. Let's give it 20 minutes and see how it goes. But here's the first test of it. It may have just lost us the game, that negative change. Yeah, they scored. Right, that wasn't what... that isn't ideal at all. That is not ideal. It's the kind of games we want to win if we're going to get Europa League. I don't know what's going on here. Elderson's just too narrow. Okay, we'll see how it goes. It doesn't look like we're getting anything at the moment, so I'm going to have to change. So we're going to have to go a little bit more... what's the word I'm looking for? We're going to have to be a bit more adventurous now, and try and get the ball forwards, attach more, and just sort of take the game to him a little bit. We're going to have to make some changes up front as well, I think, because everyone up there has played terribly. So we're going to bring Mackay, we're going to bring on Waghorn, and that's all we're going to do for now. Hopefully we can muster up just one chance and we can take that chance, because it's annoying, because even though we've not had a lot of the ball and they've had more shots, 4 of them in long shots, they haven't had any clear-cut chances, but they've nullified us completely, and it's frustrating to see that they've just been able to do that so easily. Have we got any other strikers on the bench? We've got Mackay. Okay, we'll go for that for now. That's all we can really try. 4-2-4 formation. It's desperate, and it doesn't look like it's going to get us anything. So it's another 1-0 loss in the live com. Ah, God. And that puts us down to 7th. And we were doing really well, and now it's looking a little bit bleaker. Unless we can counter them here. Foderingham, we've got 2 minutes to get an equaliser here, lads. Come on. Take your time, Foderingham. That's alright. And just give it straight to them. Lovely stuff. Turton, come on, make a mistake, lad. Come on, win that. Okay, come on. No, don't just give it away. I know we're rushing, but just punting the ball back to him is stupid, mate. Malin, that's a lovely ball. Waghorn, you look for Mackay in the box. Square it, Mackay. Yes! Last grasp equaliser. Barry Mackay, lovely. Yes, get in. And we've saved a little bit of face there. We've got the away draw, which is, I said, the minimum we wanted from this game. And Mackay has slotted it in at the far post. Hopefully we can hold on to that. I'm going to keep everything the same. And with 2 seconds to go, it looks like we have salvaged that draw. We have. Well done, lads. That was a nice... we showed a lot of character there. I'll tell them when they were unlucky. And that is how the table stands. So Dundee are probably going to go above us when they play. But still, we're only 1 point off third. And Celtic are above us as well. And we're only 3 points off top still. Hibernian's doing really well, Hibernian. Which is annoying to see, seeing as we were better than them last year. But I'm focusing on ourselves. I feel like Rangers' reputations kind of distorted the expectations of the board a little bit. To want up top 3 in your first year when we've been given really limited funds is a little bit annoying. But I feel like we're on course to do that. Get some wins going at home and get some good results away. I think we'll be fine at the top half of the table in the top 3 positions. So yeah, I'm relieved we got that, 'cause I did not want to lose again. Now in terms of where we're going to come back next, I'm going to be trying to aim for about 9 episodes a season, and then any like later stages of cups are going to be like a bonus. And I figured that out to be roughly 4 league games off camera. So I'll be playing Dundee, Celtic, Kilmarnock and Hearts off camera, and then you'll be joining me for the St Johnstone game on the 22nd of October 2016, where we'll try and get a home win. As you can see, we've got 3 away games in a row there, one of them at Celtic Park. Hopefully I can get a result there. But yes, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for the continued support on this series. If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. Decent result away from home against Inverness, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Now we'll catch you all next time. Ta-ra.